Oscar Pistorius, this is a tragic story. Let's start from there. A human being died in tragic circumstances. Lives were shattered, including that of Oscar, whether he's guilty or not. And he's a major sports person who actually who transcended adversity to reach this age. And also, where there is a murder and where there is public interest and emotion and all of that, it's good for the public to know exactly what happened for themselves instead of, later day reports and all of those kinds of things. And also, I think people learning the law and how these things are determined is a major public benefit. The downside of it, of course, is that there's some degree of voyeurism. People just interested in some of the details about Oscar's private life and sex and all of that in ways that don't improve anyone's understanding. So there is a downside to that. There also might be a downside to how some witnesses that are not used to cameras, not being comfortable answering questions to the whole wide world if it's opened up to the media in this fashion.
But of course there's some strict regulations where the cameras, as the judge indicated, should not be intrusive, so that might
mitigate that factor. I was going to say that those strict guidelines as well would comfort witnesses, and therefore what might then with those kinds of guidelines is that we then focus on those things that will educate the public and tell the public help tell the public what exactly happened in this case.
Now, the judge did also mention that court proceedings is public, and even criminal proceedings should be public. But is it really in the public interest that this case be televised, or is this the media trying to turn the case into media frenzy, you think?
No, yes, I think you're playing on that notion of is this something the public is interested in, or is it a case in the public interest? And there's a difference. Because sometimes people are interested in salacious details of things. But I think a murder involving two young people of great potential, Oscar particularly, given what he had done for humanity, the country, and also for himself, there is a public interest element. Also, given there is a dispute about what actually happened. So I think that it missed the test of public interest.
Now, how would this case being televised live be harmful or compromise Oscar Pistorius' right to a fair trial?
I don't think it will. He is a fairly robust defense team. He's a fairly intelligent individual himself. I think you saw it when the preliminary cases where the charges were being laid, that his defense team was not going to rest and not question any single oath. I don't see that there will be any prejudice to him.
And are we as South Africans trying not maybe too hard and too much to adopt the American way of doing things by allowing this trial to be televised?
Well, the minute we adopted television, 24-hour television, and all of these technologies, you can say we Americanized, if that is the trend. But I think also, forgetting the American example, given that we're doing this on our terms, the judge is given strict instructions about what can be done and what cannot be done. And remember also, other media, of course, always after the fact were reporting these things. No, I think the question can be asked, why not report it live if you can also report it later?
Now, do you think we'll see more applications being forwarded to courts for big cases to be seen live?
Absolutely. As day follows night, you will see applications coming up, and you will see more and more judges, I think, on a case-by-case basis, of course, opening up this but also issuing strict instructions and trying to make sure it doesn't become a media circus.
Professor, thank you so much for your time. That was Professor Thawana Kupe being with us and giving us his insight in terms of the trial, that the media can now have access to the trial.